So while many grassroots language initiatives are coming into their own, a big question mark still surrounds Peter Sharples' proposed language strategy, Te Mātāwai.
Yes, it's received heavy criticism from some real heavyweights. So what's its chances of success?
We put this and other questions to the Minister of Māori Development, Te Ururoa Flavell.
People now know and are on notice, I suppose, that Te Mātāwai is coming their way.
The whole face of the Māori language sector is changing.
Kohangareo statistics, for example, is that the number of people sending their children to Kohangareo is not going up, it's actually declining, for all sorts of reasons. In terms of kura kaupapa Māori, only about 5% of all children at primary school come secondary school are involved in immersion education. And you've got to say, do our people believe in our reo? Not on those statistics. So what we've got to do is try and open up the door to try and bring more people back towards our own language.
Within 12 months, a new law brings Māori television, Te Māngai Pāho and Te Taurawhiri i Te Reo Māori under a new iwi-based board. But critics have hit hard.
Ko te pātai ke, kai heata te kāwanatanga ki te whakamana i tō tāua reo. Nāna nei i rau eke tō tāuana reo, i raru ai.
Nā ngā iwi te rau I mate ai. He a te hua te whakahoki anō ki ngā iwi. Nā rātawi tuku kia mate, a kāti.
For us to continue what we've been doing for the last 10, 15 years isn't good enough anymore. Why? Because we actually haven't seen any increase in the number of speakers.
The big gap in here seems to be the education sector. Why isn't the kohanga reo in here?
Well, there are some things that are tied by way of legislation that don't allow that bringing together of those organisations under the korowai of a group called Te Mātāwai. And Te Kohanga Reo is one of them.
Over $200 million is spent on reo revitalisation, but for that spend, more needs to be achieved by the organisations which will be overseen by Te Mātāwai. That could mean higher reo targets in broadcasting.
Let's give them the money, but the expectation will be we've got to harden up on the presentation of our reo.